What's going on, bikers? So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a craft project, and I'm going to be taking this old open face helmet that I have here and painting it silver flake metallic to match my 2018 Triumph Thruxton R to look spruced up and cool and have it ready for the DGR ride this year. And so I've got this helmet, and it was originally matte black. You can see it's faded, and it was actually getting weird and sticky from the clear coat failing on it. And so I've already tried to clean it once, but what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol to completely clean off the rest of the surface here and just make sure it's really clean. Then I'm going to take my Scotch painter's tape, my blue painter's tape, and I'm going to cover up all of the chrome accents and all the other areas on the helmet that need to be covered up. And then once I do that, I'm going to be able to paint it with this Rust Oleum metallic paint primer in one that's good for wood, metal, plastic, all of the above. And it's in, you can see there, titanium silver, which is the closest color, and I hope it comes out pretty close to this. You know, the lighting here doesn't do it justice, but it looks really close to the color of my Triumph Thruxton, which is they call silver flake or something like that. So first things first, and I'm gonna get this thing all taped up and covered so that paint doesn't get anywhere where it's not supposed to. And one thing that's kind of cool about this is it's got this shade here that pops down. So I wanna make sure all of that's covered so I don't get any paint on the surfaces. So let's get started. All right, I've got the helmet all taped up now. I've got all of the areas that I don't want painted covered. So the next step is to actually just grab this sanding block, fine 120 grit, and then just sand the crap out of the helmet. And the reason you do this, if anybody's ever painted before, is to create a surface for that paint to stick. So you just go and scuff it all up until it looks like that. So I'm gonna scuff it all up and get it cleaned back up and then ready to paint. All right, so I've got the helmet all scuffed up, cleaned, and ready to paint. And now I'm gonna hit it with my Rust Oleum metallic paint primer in one. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, okay, I think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna get this all painted up so I can actually use both hands, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, the first coat's looking pretty good here. I like that color. It looks awfully darn close to my bike, and it's got that nice flaky, shiny silver. I think it's gonna work. So I'm gonna finish getting it painted all up, and we'll see what it looks like when it's all done. Okay. The paint is all done. Looks great, I think. Nice and shiny. So one thing that I did do was just spray some clear coat on this just to kind of finish it off and protect the silver a little bit more. So I think it looks pretty darn good. I'm really excited about that. So the next step is I'm just gonna pull off all the tape that's on here, pull out all this stuff, and then put the helmet liner padding and all the pieces, the chin protectors and all the pieces back in, and then it should be good to go. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll look at the final product. All right, guys, so the helmet's done, and I think it's looking pretty sharp. It's a pretty close match to the paint. It's a little lighter than the paint on my motorcycle, but man, look at that, looking clean. And it's gonna go perfect for the DGR ride today. So we're gonna call the helmet project done.